Hey guys, how you doing? In the past few months, we have seen the introduction of many phones. One of them is VIVO IQOO 9T. It's marvelous, especially because of its price unbelievably. It's around 600 euros. The only phone which can compete with this price and with this quality is OnePlus 10T, which I have already talked about in one of my previous videos. So I suggest you watch my previous video first and then compare them with this phone. First of all, let's see what is inside this lovely box. Well, luckily a 120 watt adapter is with the cable is included the box. There is also transparent plastic frame, but I suggest you buy a very high quality frame. And if you don't know what to buy, I suggest you to watch videos on my channel which about frames that called Protect Your Phone Beautifully. It can help you. So let's continue. What will surprise you at the first is the picture of a beautiful yellow BMW car on the box, which is due IQOO collaboration with BMW. As for design of the phone, we have a 6.78-inch completely flat screen and is very easy to handle thanks to the aluminum frame and its edge. Also the back panel looks and if it's made of glass, which is very beautiful design, especially in white color in which fingerprint are not visible. And red, blue and black lines on the back panel is inspired by the BMW brand, and a shine IQOO logo is engraved in the middle which gives the phone a sport look. Regarding the platform section, this phone uses the Fun Touch user interface based on Android 12, which is very sporty user interface with dynamic animations that provides you with many features of customization, such as one-handed mode, icon changer, and etc. Feature that I find really attractive is touchscreen animation, that as you can see in the picture, by touching the image animation properties are created. You can even control charging animation that is legendary. The fingerprint sensor on the screen works really well. I really like it. About memory properties, it comes in two versions. 128GB internal memory with 8GB RAM and 256GB internal memory with 12GB RAM, and it does not have a space for microSD card. It also supports 2 SIM cards. As for the screen section of this phone, it has 6.78-inch AMOLED Full HD screen, which is very high quality and show color very well, especially black. Another positive point is the brightness, which surprise you. The screen has refresh rate 120Hz, which provides very smooth screen. Overall, this screen one of the best screen I've ever seen in this price range. As for sound, has a stereo speaker like any flagship killer. This speaker has very good bass and high quality, so that when you set it to the maximum point, you won't hear even a slightest noise and it will satisfy you completely. But unfortunately, it does not have headphone jack. Everything was going perfectly, wasn't it? Now we reach the one of interesting part of the phone which I love to talk about, and its processing power. This phone uses the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chipset, which I can confidently say has the best processing performance among other flagship killer phones. I had 12GB RAM version of this phone, which performed well in my test. For example, when I played Call of Duty for 2 hours with this phone in maximum quality, the smallest lag was not created and only the temperature of the phone rose a little, which was normal and it means great even for professional use. In the real sense, the processing of this phone is monster. As for battery feature, this phone has lithium polymer battery with capacity of 4700, which lasted the whole day until the evening when I started playing games, photography and surfing the web with it in morning. But if you are normal user, it can even stay awake for 1.5 days. But in my opinion, it doesn't matter at all, because if you don't work with the phone, with the adapter 120 watts charging from 0 to 100% in 25 minutes, which is amazing. We have reached the exciting part of the camera. The wide lens or the main camera is 50 megapixel, which record very good photos. Surprisingly, they have good light and color photos. But the problem is when the light conditions are not suitable. For example, if you are in a space with low light, take photos, you will see that the photos have a lot of noise and are not acceptable. The other lens is ultra wide, which is 13 megapixel, which is not great but is good because the photos have good color and light, and many photos do not find angle, which is good, but the photos do not have good pixel density, but overall they have an acceptable performance. Portrait photos separate the subject from the background well, and the back of the subject is well blurred. Also, IQOO 90 camera has many settings and filters to make your photos beautiful. The selfie camera is 16 megapixel and has good quality, but the white balance is not good and the photos are slightly yellow, which is not very good. In the video recording section, this phone has ability to record 4K with 30 and 60 frame videos. The videos recording with this camera are excellent in every way and have almost no problem. The selfie camera also has ability to record 1080 with 30 and 60 frame, which has some color exaggeration, but overall it has good performance. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please like this video, and if you enjoy this style of content, I would be appreciated if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your attention.